What's up, everybody? Happy Earth Day. This is a very special episode of The Cook-In. This is the Earth Day special. We are live and back. We missed you guys. Welcome to all of the newcomers. We are the Last Supper Society. My name is Ryan Royster.
And I'm Byron Hughes.
And this is a little thing that we do called The Cook-In. It is interactive TV, and we cook together. We break bread, and this time the special occasion is Earth Day. We have a new face with us and some nice hats and tees that you see right here to celebrate Earth Day. We have our good friend and founder of Make Climate Great Again, Conti Colacatronis, here with us. They are hosting this event along with us, and I will let Conti introduce himself and a little bit about Make Climate Great Again.
Ryan, Byron, thank you guys so much for doing this with us.
Absolutely.
Co-founder of Make Climate Great Again with my best friend Andrew Mills. We are two exceptionally average humans just trying to make some sort of positive contribution to society. Obviously, we have decimated and messed up our ecosystems over the last 200-300 years and find ourselves in a position where we need to take drastic action to reverse it and fix the damage that we've done. And so we're not scientists. We're just two kids with a passion and wanted to do something right. And we are, through Make Climate Great Again, which is a climate literacy brand, just trying to collaborate with creatives, artists, anybody that we can get in that is willing to push the message. We sell our Kelly Green hat. And with every hat that we sell, we kick back to a nonprofit by the name of Give Power that provides clean drinking water to people in the developing world from solar-powered water farms. As an organization, after tonight, actually, we'll be closer to the $40,000 donated mark than we will be to $35,000. And we've provided a year of clean drinking water to over 27,000 people. So to that point, thanks to everybody who's on tonight for helping us grow our give, reach our goal of making a positive, actionable impact. And today we actually just launched this shirt, which there were only 50 made, a collaboration with Dara Bet. Each shirt, it actually says it on the shirt, provides a year of clean drinking water for 10 people. As I said, 50 limited edition, hand dyed with plant extracts. So each shirt is unique. As you can see, the colors are different, the designs are different. So, and actually to that, Hunter, thank you so much for being a part of this and helping us, grow our give.
Absolutely. So we have some awesome partners for this episode. We are all profits from this episode are going to two amazing nonprofits, Kiss the Ground and Friends of the Urban Forest. We will talk about them a little later. And also we got to partner with Marquee Guard Family Grass-Fed, which is a regenerative ranch in Half Moon Bay, California. We actually got the amazing opportunity to go meet Donaga and the family at Marquee Guard and learn the techniques of regenerative ranching that teach us how to steward the land and mimic nature, enrich soil health, rebuild our grasslands, and sequester carbon out of the atmosphere into the soil where it belongs. I got that off. I got that off. Good
job, man.
Well done, man.
Donaga.
Yes. So we pulled up, and you guys got to see it to believe it. It is beautiful. It is amazing. Check out this special episode of The Sip, and then we'll be back to get to business. Pete.
Hi, I'm Donaga Marquee Guard from Marquee Guard Family Grass-Fed, a regenerative ranch based just outside of Half Moon Bay, California. So at Marquee Guard Family Grass-Fed, we raise 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef and lamb. We also raise pasture-raised pork and chicken. what we do is called regenerative agriculture. And so what that means is that we are providing more life with every life we take. We also aim for biodiversity. So the more biodiversity above ground, the healthier the plants are going to be, the healthier the soil's going to be, the healthier the animals are going to be. 40% of the Earth's surface is covered in grassland, and grasslands evolved with grazing animals. And so there's this symbiotic relationship with large herds of animals to keep those grasslands healthy. And that also includes birds and other forms of animals. And so with these grasslands, the animals are moving them. So my role as a regenerative rancher is to move those animals. And by moving them, they're trampling some of the dead material and making that touch the soil, helping to those seeds to germinate. They're urinating, they're leaving their manure, which is fertilizer, behind, and then they're moving on to the next patch and allowing that grass to grow and flourish with all of that fertility. So as a regenerative rancher, I move the animals and the animals move the plants, and then in turn that plant moves the soil and moves that carbon out of the atmosphere and into that soil. So there's no ecologically intact ecosystem devoid of animals. And we shouldn't have any agriculture system devoid of animals, because they really help keep the land healthy and keep that fertility and that nutrition. So if we remove animals, which has been done for centuries, from removing the bison to removing the livestock, then we see biodiversity and soil health plummet. And so by bringing animals back onto these grasslands in a very intentional way, we can reverse that trend of desertification.
Danica, thank you so much for having us today. I've had the time of my life, quite frankly. Hope to visit very soon again, and thank you.
Great, thank you. It was a pleasure to have all of you out, and come back again.
That was amazing. Danica and Marky Guard, Grass-Fed, are doing amazing work. Not only are they helping our planet and our environment, the beef that is in your kit is from their 100% grass-fed, grass-finished. It is going to be delicious. Byron on a horse was the content that you didn't know you needed. That was his first time ever on a horse. Right?
Yeehaw! Yeah, yes sir.
He had about a 10-second lesson. I thought he was going to die the whole time.
But I didn't.
But he didn't. He's still here.
Yes.
He thinks he's a cowboy now.
No, I am a cowboy. And you, it's cowman, all right?
This guy.
Cowman.
All right. We have some special guests joining us today. This is going to be a lot of fun. I know we have a lot of sports fans. I know we have a lot of Giants fans in here with us today. I grew up a Giants fan as well. Let's give a huge welcome to World Series champion and environmental advocate, Hunter Pence.
What up, Hunter?
We also have Hunter's better half, Lexi, here as well.
Shorter half. I don't know what better.
Shorter half. Shorter and better. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Hunter, tell us a little bit about your passion about the environment and why it makes sense that you're here on the Earth Day episode with us.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Ryan. And our passion about the Earth is, first and foremost, we love it. It gives us everything that we need to survive. It's beautiful. And just, I'm passionate about keeping it and passing it on to the future generations and hopefully better, regenerating the Earth, doing the things that we need to do to make it the best place to live for the future generations. And also just the fact that I think that our actions make a huge difference in how we choose to, even though it seems really small, if everyone chooses actions, it makes a big difference. So just the love of Earth, the love of what it gives us, and trying to do our part to give back and pass on a wonderful Earth to future generations.
Absolutely. And one of the amazing nonprofits that we are benefiting today is Friends of the Urban Forest, based out of San Francisco. And you guys have a special relationship with them. Can you guys share a little bit about that amazing organization?
Yeah, they're, like you said, amazing. And they plant a ton of trees here in the city of San Francisco, which is where we are now. And for Valentine's Day, I actually took Hunter on a date there, where we got to plant a couple trees. And they create all these special groups, and they learn to plant, they learn to prune, and kind of not reverse, but at least neutralize all the concrete and everything that's happening in the city. They're a great organization. We really got to know them, and we enjoy working with them.
And we got to plant trees.
And we got to plant trees.
There you go.
Nice.
Yes. Is there ways that us, Byron and I, and also the people in the chat can get involved with them? We will put the website in the comments, but is there, what type of ways can we activate to get involved?
Well, if you're walking around the city, I'm glad you asked. If you're walking around the city and you see a Friends of the Urban Forest sign on there, just go ahead and give that tree a little bit of a shake, like a handshake. Say hello. That's one way if you're just walking around and you happen to see one. Another way is, of course, donating and volunteering your time to plant them, help prune them, and take care of them.
Awesome.
Very cool.
In your retirement also, we hear that you have another really cool and special project that you've been working on. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Oh, the Pineapple Labs. Yes. And
We're working on a lot of stuff. Had to slightly remind him,
Well, the Pineapple Labs, obviously, this is really the heart and soul of Lexi and our whole team. We have a big team that puts a lot of love into it. And this month, as it is, this is Earth Day. This is Earth, for us, Earth Month. We're working with Players for the Planet. Give me a second. There's so many of them going on right now, but there's Players for the Planet, which is helping with cleaning up the oceans and doing some amazing things this month. So we're selling a package that comes with a mug, a custom mug every week or every month, custom coffee. And what else comes in the package, Lex?
We include like little special tidbits,
Stickers
how to
knickknacks.
brew it. But what's most importantly is that our coffee is not only transparently and ethically sourced, but also we make sure that the coffee that we do produce and farm is from farmers that actually grow the coffee in a very eco-friendly way. So it doesn't disrupt the coffee grows around the trees that are currently there versus the trees having to be planted around the coffee.
Restorative.
Yes. Restorative, yes.
Or is it regenerative?
Regenerative, yeah.
One of those are words.
But it's
word.
done in a very
That's our
ethical and climate-friendly way. So we want to make sure that we're all the way from the farmer to the cup of your coffee. We want to make sure that it's all done right. Giving back to the earth, and of course, giving back to the farmers in indigenous countries, to the producer, to the roaster, to right into your coffee cup. We want to make sure it's all done transparently and ethically all the way through. And of course, this month is done. All of our packaging is recyclable.
Ooh, I love that. You guys really tapped in. That's awesome.
Thank you for asking. It's a huge passion of mine. If you can't tell.
The Pineapple Labs.
And 100%
Yes,
of our profits are going to Players for the Planet, which are helping clean up all the plastic waste down in the Dominican Republic, which was a huge.
It's definitely an issue down there because you have to go and play baseball and anything we can do to help out there in basically any ocean. So it's a lot of fun to work with them.
That's awesome. You guys are killing it.
A cup of coffee, guys. It's so much more.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. So as usual, I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to let the professionals handle this. I will be in the comments. I will be in the comments answering any questions that you guys have. So definitely tap in if you guys have any questions, and we'll get those answered for you, whether they're questions about us cooking or for Hunter and Lexi, any of the charities. Definitely let us know, and I'll leave it to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye,
so
Ryan.
actually, Chef, this is a great thing that we're doing because Hunter doesn't really know how to cook.
That's perfect. This is literally designed for people like you, Hunter. I got you. You're going to feel like a chef today. Everybody at home should feel like a chef today.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, this is amazing.
If you have tweezers, bring them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll get them. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, kind of be the sous
There you go.
chef, the really bad sous chef on the side,
Yeah, let me get a
and
little
let
beverage
him
here
kind of
too.
take the reins.
All right.
This is like a dream
Okay,
come
let's get a
true
little
for
cheers
me,
real quick,
Seth.
guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Lexi. Thank you. You relax. Me and Hunter got this. I promise.
Right? I'm gonna go put my feet up. This is amazing.
We'll see.
Let's
do it.
Stay close. Stay close. All right, Chef Byron, I trust you, man.
You
We
and me
got
now,
this.
brother. It's you and me.
Roll the
Let's
sleeves
get
up.
this.
I even got her apron. So
Look at that. That's amazing. I like that it was a little dirty before too, because that looked like you were actually in the kitchen, prior to this. And I saw that, the little cleanup job, and I appreciate that too. Mine is freshly washed as well. But hello, everybody. It is I again. It's so nice to be back in front of all these cameras and lights again with my cooking equipment. My name is Byron Hughes again. I am the chef of Last Supper Society. I do the food stuff. And no, really, I truly am happy to be here. Happy to be here with Hunter. Happy to be here with Conti, all the squad behind the scenes, and kind of with Ryan as well. That's cool. But happy to be cooking again with you all. So without further ado, we are going to hop right into this experience. Let's get in our bag, guys.
let's dig in, baby.
How's that? Look at the new additions to the old jalopy we got going on. Little segments now, little cut-ins. I love it. I wish I could see it. I don't get to see it yet. Okay, let's do this, you guys. We are gonna go down the list. We're gonna unbox this thing, or unbag it, I guess. Starting at the top with the steak. So the steak coming from Marquis Guard Family grass-fed, grass-finished beef. I actually got the opportunity to kick it with some of these cows. They're great. They're really friendly, and they let me touch them and stuff, and that was really fulfilling. But it makes me feel a little bit weird about eating their aunts and uncles right now, but it's fine. It's totally fine. This is a regeneratively, sustainably raised cattle, so we should all feel super good about eating this. This is the top sirloin, special cut, also known as the baseball steak. Pulled that one out the woodwork because we had Hunter here with us today. I thought that might make a little bit of sense. We've marinated this in a Piri Piri sauce, which is a sauce that originated in, I would say, like the western part of Africa, and made its way up to Portugal, where it was popularized and is still popular to this day in that area. It's typically red peppers that have been roasted, some garlic, a little bit of vinegar, kind of this acidic, kind of sweet, savory marinade. But we kick it up a little bit in our own style and make it a little bit more, I would say, Afro-Caribbean by adding in things like cilantro, a ton of lime juice and citrus zest. We have orange, we have lime, we have lemon in there. So this is really bright stuff. So it's been marinating for about, I would say, 24, 36 hours, something like that. So big flavor there, guys. Let's keep going. Let's pull out these two little containers that we have here. The one that's more viscous, less viscous? We do this every time. Can someone help us out in the chat, please? Viscous. Is more viscous?
Thicker.
More viscous is thicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get a fact check on that? So the one that's looser is buttermilk. Straight up buttermilk. Nothing crazy there. The one that's thicker looks a little bit like yogurt. This is creme fraiche. We will be making a buttermilk ranch kind of sauce. And these are our main components for that. Oh, and if you are a vegetarian and you order the vegetarian option, you got a couple mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, and you got a little bit side of that Piri Piri sauce as well. Let me just get these guys out of the way because we won't be using those. Let's keep going. What else we got? We got a little bag of green right here. It's herbs, guys. Everybody relax.
Just a couple days past.
No, it's 420, everybody, but it's not that kind of green, all right? Two things we have in here are chives and dill. These are going to be the herbs in our herb dressing. When we use this too, guys, we're going to use a little bit of the dill for garnish too to make it pretty. So keep that in mind. Moving along, we put a few pieces of broccolini in there. Not a lot. We're really trying to let that steak shine and just kind of accompany it with some nice simple vegetables. We should get a few pieces out of this. Nothing crazy there. In the white cup, which, by the way, let's talk about these cups because it is Earth Day, guys. These cups are badass, right? So these are microwavable. They are refrigerator safe, freezer safe, mad reusable. We use these in a commercial setting, in a proper restaurant kitchen. I would say we'd get somewhere in close to like 30 to 50 uses out of these things. So do not throw this away. If you throw it away, shame on you. Keep it, use it, give it to a friend after you're done using it. I don't know, just don't throw it away, guys. So what's inside of this beautiful container? A few tomatoes. We are in California. We get tomatoes year round that are excellent. I have no problem using them at the beginning of the spring. Shout out to California, weather, climate. But these have been marinated just quickly in a little bit of sherry vinegar, a little bit of agave, and a little bit of salt. So they leached out some of their own liquid and they've just kind of been sitting in it. We'll season them one more time with some lemon juice and give it a shake to get all that stuff distributed. Let's keep going. You have some sweet potatoes in your bag as well. These are not just normal sweet potatoes. These are Hawaiian purple sweet potatoes. If you bust open one of those, can we get a close-up on this, guys? Look at how cool that looks. So that is like unnatural purple. Like, what is going on here? Why does this even exist in nature? Nobody knows. But it does. Shout out Mother Earth for making stuff like this. This is really cool. These are delicious too. Straight from Hawaii. What else we got, guys? Two more things. A lemon. You should know what that is. And a shallot. Y'all know I love my shallots and macerating them and doing all that stuff. So we're going to do that again today. Whew. I think that was everything in the bag. My bag's empty. We're out of the bag now. All right, Hunter, are you ready to start cooking, my dude?
I've been ready, baby. I'm so excited.
You're born ready.
Especially
Champion
after
mindset right there. Oh, we should also talk about what equipment we're using today, guys. So you need some kind of heat source, stove, burner. I have this $7 thing from the Asian market. You also need your oven on at 450 degrees. Other things you'll need: a medium-sized pot. I've got this one here. I filled it up with water already, cold water. We'll peel our potatoes and they'll go straight into there, and then we'll also cook it in there as well. So get that out if you don't have it already. Fill it up with water. And also, what I've got to cook our steak and our vegetables, we'll do everything in the same pan, is this blazing hot cast iron that has been sitting at 450 degrees with the oven at 450 degrees. We'll pull that out. It'll be ripe and ready for us to sear our steak. No waiting involved. We're just gonna go right into it. If you have your cast iron in the stove, guys, it's gonna be hot. It'll be, if your stove is set at 450 by 5 minutes, 10 minutes in, it'll be at about 450 degrees. So grabbing that thing with your bare hand is not suggested. I would even suggest, if you're using a towel, to fold it a few times. This is how I grab my 450 degree cast iron pot. Oven mitts work good, but unless it's a super like trustworthy oven mitt that you have used on stuff like this before, I would go with the folded towel. It's guaranteed to work. Okay, guys? Woo! You'll probably also need a couple mixing bowls. I got a small one here to mix our sauce. I think that's about it. Maybe a colander or strainer to strain off your potatoes. I know Ryan's got one in here somewhere. We'll find it later. Can you help me find your colander? I don't want to rummage around.
Down below where the pans
Down
are.
here? Oh, okay. Here we go. It's been a while, you guys, since I've been in Ryan's kitchen. And having to look all over for things. He has a colander, though. Okay, guys, if everybody's ready, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let us know. Me and Hunter are waiting for you to get ready. We are ready, and we are going to get started. Now, I know that there was instructions on LastSupperSociety.com/Earth Day, but if you guys have ever cooked with me before, I love to call audibles. So just follow along. If you lose track, refer to the instructions, but try and just follow along and keep your eyes on the screen as much as possible, guys, all right? Let's get started.
I'm with you,
So the
baby.
first
Let's
thing
do it.
we're gonna do is we're gonna get our potatoes going. These are gonna take the longest. So I'm just gonna bring my pot of water over here with me. And what we wanna do is we wanna peel them, get them into the water, and then cut them and get them back into the water. The reason that we put them in water, guys, is because without the water, they're gonna start oxidizing. They'll start changing colors. They'll just start getting weird. So we wanna avoid them getting weird. So let's get to peeling all that skin off. All of it. What's up, Hunter? So, I mean, I know your wife was saying that you're not in the kitchen very often, man, but you look pretty comfortable to me, honestly.
I mean, I'm just dancing. Like, I haven't. This is the first cooking. This is
Love
really
it.
cool though. This sweet potato you said's from Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaiian purple yam or purple sweet potato.
I already dropped the yam.
And you can even see, guys, as you start to peel it, those white parts will start to oxidize and they'll start to turn even brighter purple.
It's so cool. I've
Really
never seen
cool
one.
ingredient here.
We have a lot of concern in the chat about Conti's lack of mustache. He shaved
What?
his mustache and people are panicking seeing him without a mustache for the first time. So
What
you
could
guys,
possibly go wrong?
that was
I
Conti
like Hunter
speaking
to peel a
earlier.
potato.
Just like this. Just like this.
He is okay.
Here.
Who is this mustacheless man? And what have you done with Conti?
His toothpick's still there.
The toothpick is still there.
Toothpick is still
Toothpick's still there, you guys, just in case anybody didn't catch that. Okay, sweet potatoes peeled, and just as good practice, I'm gonna get that in the water while I clean up a little bit. Get rid of those skins. I don't personally have any use for these. If you're composting, go ahead and do that, you guys. You know, think about Mama Earth, obviously. But Ryan's, I don't know if anybody noticed this too, Ryan's plants are doing great.
Thriving.
Can we talk about this for a second, Ryan?
Thriving.
So I bought this money tree for Ryan, and it might have had maybe 4 or 5 leaves on it.
It's
Look at this
booming
thing.
now.
This guy's popping over here, it's popping all over here. I'm
Earth
very
Day,
proud
man.
of
I
you.
had to
man.
get ready.
I know. That's why I want to acknowledge this, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
you're
you.
good.
Very
Keep
nice,
doing
guys.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Let's give Ryan let's throw some plant emojis in the chat for Ryan, guys. Very good
No, it's
job,
fine.
Ryan.
It's fine. You don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need it.
How you doing, Hunter? You got a peel on your potato?
I got it peeled and in the water.
Excellent. So we're gonna cut these up.
Almost,
I
almost already lost a finger.
Yeah, it was pretty. Looking wrong. Peel a potato.
Hey, I've worked with chefs that have said if there's no bloodshed, you're not cooking. So
Hey,
All right. That's intense.
that is intense.
yeah, super intense.
Those
I know,
chefs
right?
I know
Sorry,
are
I didn't really
burned
need
to
to
a
take it
crisp,
care
and
of,
they're
guys.
tough.
What?
Please don't cut yourself.
No, I said most chefs I know are burned all over the place from like.
Oh
Our
yeah,
goal
dude.
is for there not to be blood tonight. That's our goal.
Okay, no blood today. It is not a sign of never mind.
Yeah,
We're not gonna talk
yeah.
about the
We made it
blood.
through
No
the-
blood, guys. We're getting all the bad bloody thoughts out.
But if there is blood, it's okay.
Sure. There you go.
For the earth.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna start cutting these sweet potatoes up. So I've cut mine in half, and what I'm gonna go for here is I'm gonna go for these kind of like irregular shapes, because these irregular shapes look really cool on the plate when we get to that part. So you know we get some nice flat edges so we can stand them up. You know, like look how cool this already
Yeah,
looks
we're
just
cutting
by
in half.
itself.
Fingers.
All right. So we're not going for cubes. We're not going for I don't know.
However you want to cut it.
How's that?
However you want. Literally get crazy with it.
Okay.
So out of my one small potato, I've got about 7, 8 pieces. So think about it maybe in that sense. But we're not going for any type of uniformity in shape. Try and keep them around the same size, but the shape is irrelevant. Doesn't matter. You want to, like, I'm just going for maybe like one flat side, you know. And as soon as they're cut, back into the water. All right, next potato in half.
What's your favorite part about cooking,
Wow,
Chef Howard?
just went deep on me, Hunter. Dang, man, put me on the spot. I've realized that my favorite part about this whole cooking thing is the guest experience and like being able to kind of control if somebody has a good or a bad time when they're sitting down to eat. You know, being able to, you know, cook for people is great and all, but really what I want to focus on, or what my focus is, especially in these past couple years, is like, you know, how do we destroy expectations? How do we break these barriers or these preconceived notions people may have about food or about flavor or about dining or whatever? And it's really been a passion of mine recently to kind of destroy those preconceived notions about food or things that people think about food. So, favorite part, creating experience. That's what we would say.
It is a wonderful gift, and I have to say, like, I really appreciate people that can do stuff like that, and it's an experience that you never forget when someone does something special with food or cooks a great meal. It's an act of love. So I've always that's why I was just curious what your motivation was and what feels good to you about it. But I definitely appreciate someone who's skilled in the art of cooking.
Hey, I appreciate you too, Hunter. I think when I started getting into this, I had, my head was in a different place, but I've kind of zeroed in what I love about this, what keeps me coming back to, putting my apron on, grabbing my knives and sharpening them up. And it's really just being able to connect with people on that experiential level. It's great. Okay, guys, so next step, salt going into the potato pot, a few pinches, and we can get that guy on we could blast it for now. We can get it up, but what we want to avoid, you guys, we want to avoid boiling this. So with potatoes and starch in general, starch behaves differently at different temperatures, okay? So when we're at 212 degrees and we're boiling in this environment here, the starch is going to do a certain thing, something that we don't necessarily want it to do. It's really going to leach out, get into that water, and it's going to make our potatoes get weird and different. What we're really trying to do right now is just get a quick poach on these potatoes as opposed to fully cooking them, because they are going to go into another cooking process as well. We're going to sear them. So think about that. We can blast it now. If you're going to have it on high temp, everybody, we're going to have to keep watching it. Keep watching it. Keep watching it. Okay, so we can get it. I'm gonna do mine over here.
Sorry, what?
Maybe we'll start it on the fire and then we'll get it.
I'm sorry, Chef Byron. What did you say about the temperature? Are we boiling the water? Is that right?
Yeah, so we want to avoid a boil, Hunter. Avoid a boil. We want to get up to right before the boiling point. And you can even get it to a boil, and if you get to that point, immediately stop it.
Okay. You said high temp.
So again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to season these potatoes all the way through. We're trying to get, a cook on them, 60, 70% cooked, because again, we're going to put these in a really hot pan and into the oven. Okay?
I just want to know, he doesn't even know how to turn on our
It's on. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt, Chef Byron.
I like that you guys are having fun in the kitchen, able to have fun in the kitchen.
You guys are a ton of fun. I love this.
When my girlfriend's in the kitchen, it's not as much fun as you guys are having. Maybe it's because I'm a chef, though. I might be a little. I don't
know if you saw me sprinkle the salt
sometimes,
but I don't know if there's ever been a sprinkle or pinch of salt as swaggy as that. Just saying. Can we rewind?
Well played, sir. Well played. Okay, so what else can we do right now? So we're waiting for our potatoes to do their thing. Let's get our beef out, guys. We can actually we're gonna do what we call tempering this. Let's talk about this beef a little bit more too. So we marinated this obviously, but we also cooked it sous vide for you guys. So what that means is we created a water bath at a very specific temperature. I think we did 120 degrees today, Fahrenheit, or not today, yesterday. And we cooked it for a very specific time, so about 2 hours, I think an hour and 50 minutes or something like that. So what that did was that brought this piece of steak to an equilibrium of 120 degrees, which is about 9 degrees shy of like a proper medium rare. So, we've already done a good portion of the cooking process. We've cooled it down, and it's really taken in that seasoning and taken in that sauce. So what we're going to be working on today, I'm going to be serving my steak medium rare, but what we're going to be doing today and focusing on is getting that nice sear, that nice crust on the outside, okay? And the first step of doing that is making sure your steak ain't too cold. So what we do is we call this tempering. We're going to get this steak out of the bag, and we're just going to set it on a plate and let it chill at room temperature until we're ready to work with it. Oh, then you smell that piri piri. Woo! That fire, boy. Yes, sir. So we're just going to let that chill. Not chill. It's not chilling. It's actually the opposite. Look at that.
Oh,
stuff.
there it is, Hunter.
Whoa. Hunter, can you give me an analysis of what you smell in that?
Oh man, I get like a chili kind of like bell pepper. Just nice spicy garden flavor.
You got
Spicy
quite a nose on
salsa,
you.
garden salsa. It's not salsa though. It's more of a pepper. What is it?
Totally. So the base of it is roasted red bell peppers. So you nailed that. To add a little edge and a little bit of interestingness to it, we added some Calabrian chilies for tiny bit of heat. And then, of course, garlic is in there, a ton of olive oil, sherry vinegar, and then all that citrus juice and zest. So lemon, lime, orange. We had some grapefruit in there. It's just all over the place.
It smells so good. It's already got me hungry. I wasn't hungry until I smelled this.
Mission accomplished. See that, guys?
Delicious.
Okay, let's keep on moving along here. So our potatoes are coming. Mine are almost out of boil. I can see stuff starting to happen. Little bubbles coming. Little steam starting to form. That's a good sign. So I think while we wait for our potatoes, we can get a little bit of knife work done, guys. What should we do first?
Look at there's little bubbles. So you said stop it before it bubbles.
Hunter, what
right?
do you want to cut first? What's that?
You said stop it before it boils, right?
Stop
The
before it
potatoes?
boils. We don't want to reach a full boil.
It's nowhere
So
near-
what you'll start seeing is the signs, right? You'll start seeing it start to bubble a little bit. You'll start seeing
There's like
seams.
one bubble. There's a couple
Yeah.
bubbles coming out.
No, there's like all
Yes.
bubbles.
Once you get to that point, then I want you to turn it down to low.
Got it. Nailed it.
I'm actually gonna move mine away from me, off of this.
We got a question. We got a question for Hunter and Lexi. What wine are you guys drinking?
Ooh.
That is a great question from the wonderful chat. We are drinking The Prisoner. We thought it would pair well with the steak.
Okay. Shout out. Hey, I'm
Absolutely.
going to give a wine shout out real quick, though, actually.
Yeah, what are you drinking?
You might even know this person. This is my cousin, Greg Vaughn.
Yeah.
Vaughny's wine right here. This is the Chardonnay, the 2017. Shout out to my cousin Greg one
out,
time.
Greg. Previous cooking.
So he has his own winery? Ryan, your cousin has his own winery?
He does not have a winery. Do you know Greg? Do you know Greg?
I've watched
Former
him as a
MLB
kid.
player Greg Vaughn.
I've never met him, but I was a fan of him as a kid. It's Greg Vaughn, the dude,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely. He did.
I had his baseball card.
Oh, shout out GV in the building.
Greg, also the owner of the most inappropriate kitchen apron I've ever seen in my life. No, we're not really going to go into that at all, but it was I was surprised to say the least.
So as a wedding gift, we had the shower towel.
Yeah.
My buddy gave us where there was one with a really big male ornament and a bunch. The other side was a really small male ornament. And so all the groomsmen had the small male ornament, and he had the big side. And like, it's perfect for the clubhouse, like walking around, like.
Yes, yes. I'm literally about to steal that idea.
Yeah, you got to get it.
Okay, so I think it's time to do a little bit of knife work.
right.
Hunter, do you have any preference on what we get started with? Or let's see your knife. What kind of knife you working with?
What's that?
Show us your tool.
A chef's knife?
There you
I
go.
don't know. I need to clean it because I was cutting the potato with it.
No worries. Dude, we're at the
it's,
house. We're at the crib. We're cooking at the crib. You're good.
Yeah, I would let you decide because I have no idea. Are we cutting maybe the broccoli or broccolini? Is that broccolini?
Yeah, let's cut the broccoli. It's all pretty
right.
quick, so we can get through it quick.
Yeah, you say that.
Broccoli, so difficult. Look at this, guys. So this part of the broccolini it's edible, but it's really kind of woodsy, and it might fit a little weird on our plate. So we're gonna cut off, I would say, at least an inch all the way up to, maybe 2 inches. So we're just gonna lob that end off. Again, compost, save it for, you cut this up, save it for salad later. If you want, I don't know. You do whatever the heck you want with your broccolini. I'm gonna keep mine over there. All right, everybody's fingers still attached to their hand. Everybody good? Okay. Keep on moving along.
No bleeding yet, Byron. No bleeding yet, chef.
This is a positive thing, Hunter. This is a positive thing.
I would say so. All right. How are we cutting
let's
these?
let's move into our shallot, shall we?
Wait, did you already do the broccoli?
Oh yeah, I did it already. Look at that. See?
What
Just
did you do?
just that end came off like this, Hunter.
Oh, okay, you just cut the end?
Whoa, that's like half of it.
Well, how far, Alex?
Like that. That's good.
Okay.
Around the halfway mark, maybe not. What we want to be left with, guys, is these nice little pretty.
All right, Chef, what do you think?
Perfect.
That's good, or is that too
You're
long?
killing it, Hunter.
All right. I'm so good at this. I never knew.
Hey, you got a
Where
good
does it
teacher,
come?
man. Come on.
Yeah,
Put those aside.
That's the best teacher.
There's these advanced techniques that we're doing. Okay, we're going to get into one that's a little bit more advanced, though, right now, okay? So we are going to cut our shallot brunoise, you guys.
Gonna brunoise.
It is a French knife cut. What I want you guys to think about is little tiny cubes, okay? Little tiny cubes. That's all I'm going to think of. Imagine cubes, visualizing cubes, okay? So, the shallot. We have the root end, which is like kind of that harder situation, like rooty looking situation. And then we have the other end, the little haircut guy. So we're gonna give the opposite end of the root. We're gonna cut that off first, okay? So there we're left with it.
You should just ask him.
What? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to ask.
Root
every
still
single
attached. See that, Hunter? Root still attached, and then I just chopped off that other end.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, you got a double shallot situation, so you could probably break those apart with your hand. Yeah, there you
Got
go.
it.
And you'll probably only need one of those.
Okay. Save that.
Thank you.
So first part broken apart, and then
Oh,
let's
the
identify
shallot!
our root end. We identified the root end.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite end of that, we're gonna lob it off 90-degree angle. Ooh, did I go too hard?
90-degree angle. Wait, what?
You should be left with something.
Cut
like
off
that.
the top.
Cut the top off. Just
I got it.
perpendicular to the.
You're getting in the weeds right now, okay? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think that's right.
Boom.
I think I messed it up.
You did it. That's it. Honestly, it's kind of hard to screw this up. Let's be honest. Okay, so now we have this flat edge, guys. We could put this flat on the cutting board. The shallot is now standing on the cutting board. It's in a flat sable surface. And we're going to cut that directly in half. Yes, and also be careful and probably no. Not like how Hunter was doing it. Please don't. Okay, you guys are gonna use your knife like Hunter. Make sure your fingers are out of the way when you come down. Okay, just like this. Get your hands up. Okay. Okay, so we have it cut in half. We've got the root end still attached. We're doing great. Everybody, I'm so proud of you, okay? So now we're going to peel the shallot. So just get a little corner of that. We're going to peel off that first or maybe first 2 layers of the shallot, whichever come off easy. Just peel that guy. It's just like a little onion, guys. A little onion friend. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now skin into our compost bin down here. Now we have these 2 shiny shallot halves, guys. Let me know when you're ready to move on, Hunter, and we'll keep this train going.
I think I'm ready.
Okay. So, follow me here. We have this nice flat edge. Can you see that edge? That flat edge that's exposed right there?
Yeah,
That goes flat down on the cutting board.
Got it.
The root end should be facing, or it should be pointing away from you. Closer to you is the side that you already cut off. Okay?
I'm gonna cut off both.
He cut off both already.
Never mind.
Okay.
It's good. We're good. We're great.
All right, we got this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some vertical incisions. We're not going to cut all the way through. This is why we kept the root end attached, because it kind of helps our shallot stay together, okay? So if you kind of line your knife up, Hunter, the tip should be like not as far as the root end, okay? We don't want to go as far as the root end. We just want to do some cuts up and down, follow me, without cutting all the way through the shallot.
You
got this, bro.
I'm so confused. Cut all the way through or don't cut all the way through? Like that?
Yeah. Show me what you got. Oh, yeah, you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
He cut off the root already, so.
But I thought you
Okay,
said
that's
to-
okay.
Maybe.
That's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine. Keep going. You got 2 halves, so the second half you can do it better.
We will never recover.
Can I see,
All right,
this other?
Can you see it? Can you see it or no?
Yeah, I'm seeing. I'm trying to get a better view of your station, Hunter. Okay, that's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Even if you cut all the way through it, we can remedy that. Look, I'll cut mine all the way through, and we'll do it together.
No. Let's do it right. I have another one here.
No, it's fine. So what you want to do is you don't want to cut the shallot into multiple pieces. We want to keep it intact as one, like the way it looks right now. We're just making slices up and down.
Okay.
Next part's gonna get a little harder, Hunter.
Next part's gonna get harder.
Yeah, even more
All right,
harder than this.
No worries. We're just getting started. Do this.
You got this, man.
All right. So like this.
Yes. Oh my. Yes. That's it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Well. All right. We're there.
Perfect. You did it. Let's take a look at our potatoes real quick while we have a second. I'm just gonna use my knife to kind of prod in there. Grab one of these.
Oh, I'm grabbing a potato.
So what you're looking for with the tip of your knife is you want the knife to kind of slide right into the potato, but to stick. And for the potato not to be busting apart. Look, it's still very much intact. Okay? But the knife can go right in it. Yes, you're looking good. I think it's time to stop the potatoes from cooking.
Time to stop.
So, off the heat and pour those into your colander or whatever kind of straining device that you have. And we're just gonna let those steam out and just kind of cool down a little bit in the colander. Let's forget about them for a while, okay, guys? How's everybody doing out there? Everybody with us? Everybody with any questions yet? Do we still have all fingers attached? I mean, how's your shallot going? Did you already cut a Brunoise? I mean, let me know what's going on, you guys. I want to talk to you. Can I talk to
A lot of wine combo.
Wine combo.
A lot of wine connoisseurs in the chat.
It's crazy.
Cheers.
A glass of that stuff, yeah. Right.
We have Hunter. Were you on a podcast today, or did you do your podcast today?
No, I did. I think a radio show this morning. I think. I
You
don't
did
know.
a radio show.
No, I
Were
didn't.
you
That was
talking?
yesterday.
Screen today.
Wait, today's Thursday. No, the podcast came out that the
Oh,
podcast did come out. There's lots of weird
Okay,
things.
somebody was talking about that you were, somebody in the chat, Rich in the chat is talking about on your podcast, and you mentioned Vance Worley in this podcast.
Yeah, I did.
So Vance went to high school and played baseball with me.
No way.
Small
Vance was
world.
awesome. He was my teammate in Philly.
What's up?
Vance was my teammate in Philly.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
awesome.
absolutely. Shout out Vance one time. Sack's finest.
All right, guys, we're gonna keep this thing moving right along here. If nobody has any questions. So, Hunter, we've taken our potatoes out of the water. We've strained them, colander. They're chilling out. Now we're to get back to working on our shallot. Okay, so we've done those vertical incisions like this. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna turn our knife sideways. Okay. And we're going to cut right through the middle of that shallot again, trying to keep it intact, not going all the way through. Okay, not going all the way through the shallot, all right? So here, guys, watch me one time. So just gentle. Boom. And if your knife is sharp enough, maybe do 2 cuts.
Do you have any idea what
Watch your fingers, guys.
What do I need to do?
If there's anything I still cut my fingers on more than anything else, it is this. All right, so here we go again. So I did my vertical. Now I'm going to do the horizontal. even if you've cut them all the way apart, you can still carefully.
So we've gone to the bullpen. Lexi is now, we brought in the righty. Lexi's doing his part.
Okay, and once we got the vertical and the horizontal cuts in there, now we can cut across, making those little cubes. So if you look down at the shallot, you'll see your vertical cuts, and we're going to cut perpendiculars to those to make little cubes. Okay, nice, nice. Thanks for the assist, Lexi.
You know, sometimes you gotta just do it.
There it is.
I don't know, it's fun like this.
We are blue wad up, guys. Little cubes, you guys, little cubes.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
what we're going for. So, well, we got that cut up into little cubes.
That's all we have to do.
You gotta do it with
We're gonna
this.
go into our bowl. Rightio. All right, everybody good with their shallot? Hunter, your shallot good?
I'll be there. I'm going to be a little bit behind.
There's a lot of force going
Yeah,
into
there's a
that
whole lot of
cut
force
right
going on over there. Making me a little nervous, Hunter.
A lot of
Can you hear
strength
me?
you're putting into that.
Am I grunting?
There you go. No, you know, you want to get a little gentle motion. It should be okay, we're gonna keep it moving along. Next up, guys, we're gonna work on our lemon. Lemon's out. All right, everybody got their lemon out? Can I get a lemon in the chat real quick?
Lemon?
Throw a lemon in the chat.
Lemon in the chat. All right. There we go. Hunter's getting through that shallot and with some type of force going on over there that I'm not familiar with.
Is that, I mean, I think I'm done with my shallot.
Okay, yeah, get those into a bowl. You're good. You're chilling.
All right, what?
You're chilling. You're chilling. Boom. Smack them in. Pow. Done. As soon as you get that, let's get that lemon out. We got to keep the show moving right along
Yeah,
here.
keep moving. I'm the slowest chef of all time, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
No worries, Hunter.
You're
You're
good.
good.
You're doing just fine, brother. The shallots, as long as the shallots make it into the bowl, you're already in the same page as us.
Cool. Shallots in the bowl.
Awesome. Lemon's out now. I'm going to use my knife to remove the zest, but if you have a zester, a microplane, feel free to use that. We want to get that zest off first. Maybe ask Lexi if you guys have one of those in the crib.
Oh, we don't have
Oh, we don't.
Or we could do the knife technique. Follow me. So
grater?
to remove the zest with a knife, we are going to cut the top and the both ends off of the lemon. So we got these nice flat surfaces to work with. And then with my knife, just one section at a time, I'm going to remove that zest. Back and forth motions with my knife, trying to follow the curvature of the lemon all the way around.
like that. You see me?
See that?
I'm going to throw a curveball real quick.
Do it.
In the chat, first person to give me the number of career home runs that Hunter Pence hit is getting an autographed baseball. Boom, go.
Wow.
I don't think I could answer
person.
that.
Google him.
Put those to Google.
Everyone who can Google the
Do
quickest.
you know the answer? Hunter, do you know the answer?
I do not. I have a range that I could put it between.
Okay, zest is off of the lemon, guys. And also what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've cut my lemon in half as well. We can squeeze half of that lemon over our shallot, making sure to catch those seeds. Nice. Get some acid into those shallots so they can start working and breaking down a little bit.
We have a winner. The first guess was 450, so
Someone thinks I was way better than I was.
and then I believe that's Rob Bierman Smith in the chat with 244. You are getting an autographed baseball
Okay, Rob.
from Hunter Pence himself. 244 career home runs. Somebody texted it to us, which was impressive.
Very nice.
And it was the right answer.
On the
Shout
swivel.
out Melissa, my downstairs neighbor, for getting it right and texting it to me.
Not gonna have to walk far to deliver that prize, huh?
She didn't win though. She was late.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, Melissa. Okay, so moving on. We have squeezed half of the lemon over our shallots. We're gonna squeeze the other half over our tomato. Not really worried about seeds in this one because we're gonna remove these from the cup. But
I'm gonna take Melissa for texting me is going to win an autographed minor league baseball card of mine. Then I will walk downstairs. I'll have to call my mom and ask for some of my old baseball cards because she's the only person who has them. Maybe a couple aunts have them. And I'll autograph one and take it downstairs to Melissa.
that's a win in my book. So I've squeezed the other half of the lemon over the tomatoes. We're just gonna prep these right now. Give them a shake. Nice. You let them break up a little bit there.
Do what for this?
Put them to the side. They're ready. Back to our cutting board. Hunter, how are you doing, sir?
I'm behind. Other half of the lemon on this thing.
Yep, squeeze that thing.
All right, I got
Look
one
at
in
that
the
container,
shell.
how that seal just stays nice and airtight. How
It's a nice-
usable those containers are, you guys.
I have a lot of seeds, but I'm just gonna squeeze it anyway.
Yeah, no worries. Squeeze seeds. We're gonna pick the tomatoes out of there, so don't worry about the seeds in this one, guys. Just get that lemon juice in, top back on, shake it. I think the crowd would love to see your shaking ability, Hunter. As would I.
We're close.
There we go. Yeah, nice seal on there. Ooh, look at that. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
I told you.
too good a shaking ability. The container can't hold me.
A little tomato on the all over the kitchen. Never hurt. Okay, so we got our tomato seasoned. We're good. We're gonna get back to our shallot and lemon situation. So I want you guys to take, maybe if you stripped the zest like this, just try your best to remove some of that zest, or excuse me, remove some of that pith, that white part on the inside of the lemon.
What do you do?
Takes a sharp knife to do it, so if your knife is not sharp, don't worry about it. Don't even stress it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just very particular, so I like to have little pith. So next, I'm just gonna cut this into little strips, like so.
What's he cutting?
Hunter, I wish you had a close-up
What are you
camera
cutting
on
right now, Byron?
my cutting board. We're cutting the lemon zest.
Okay.
Did you guys use? Did you guys cut it off, or did you use a microplane?
No, we cut it off.
Okay, great. So take one of those strips, just one. Flip it over, and if you can, try and get some of that white pith off of the inside. So you're gonna want to turn your knife kind of horizontal and just slowly back and forth, peeling that zest or that pith off. Pith is the bitter part, you guys.
Oh,
So once we remove that, we just have that nice, bright, fragrant zest.
Oh, but that's what you said. How many do you need?
I'm using 2 in mine,
Okay.
and this is to feed 2 people. Yeah, there he is. Support team in the background. Thank you.
Yeah.
Support team. And then once you get that pith off, we're just gonna cut it in pretty thin strips, long ways. And then we could take those strips and cut them into smaller pieces. So line up the strips and cut them perpendicular, and you'll get these nice little lemon zest pieces. This is my preferred way of doing lemon zest because I feel like when we really want to get that aroma, that essential oil, using a microplane, we can lose a lot of it on the microplane. A lot of that stuff stays on the microplane. In this kind of application, we can keep it all kind of contained. Get it right into our bowl.
Okay, so you can start putting this into a little.
All right.
Wait, how are you doing it in
Close.
strips?
So that was
Like smaller strips?
so yeah, strips lengthwise, and then you could take those strips and just cut across them to make little. God, I wish I could show you this a little bit better. It's almost the same size as my shallot at the
Okay.
end.
It's like little cube.
Little cubes. Do a little quick cleanup here, you guys.
Yeah, and then those.
How's everybody doing in the chat? Let me know. Are you with us? Do you have lemon zest and shallots and lemon juice in a bowl? Do you have your steak on a plate? Do you have your purple potatoes in a colander? Well, if you do, then you're right where I'm at. That's cool. That's rad, man. So we're going to take a little break from the super intense knife work that we're doing here. That was sarcasm, by the way. It's not intense at all, you guys. And I'm going to grab out my hot pan and get it right in front of me. Let us know if you're with us, you guys. I know we got Hunter and Lexi still working on their lemon zest. No rush, you guys. Maybe I should talk about the portobello for the veggies.
I think you got it pretty good.
Yeah.
Was that-
Great. Yours looks great.
So I've got my pan out, you guys. I'm also got my mushroom out here so I can demonstrate.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yes, so our vegetarians that are out there, what did they get?
Giant portobello mushrooms. Not giant, actually. They're actually pretty small for portobellos. So what I've done, guys, I just removed the stem. Nice. You can handle that. You're just right with us. You also got the piri piri sauce on the side, which we will add. I mean, you can add a little bit now. You can kind of spread it around, do it how you like, but we'll do that in the pan. So, pan's out, guys. Nice and hot. Mine probably lost a little bit of heat. We should probably get some ventilation going in here because we're about to sear the hell out of the steak.
We ready?
So, before I put the flame back under it, I'm going to add my fat to the pan. Now, again, we're searing. A big part of searing is making sure that you have enough fat in the pan. So I'm adding maybe a little bit more than I would need, about 2 to 3 tablespoons.
Of what? What kind of fat are you
And
using?
I can see. So I use Tiger olive oil, which is like a kind of like ubiquitous olive oil. It's pure, 100%, but for some reason it doesn't burn as fast. But if you've got
so
canola oil,
normal-
grapeseed, coconut oil,
Does
I don't
olive oil
know,
work?
anything works. You choose.
Well, olive oil kind of, I think you said it's too high of a temperature. What kind of oil
Yeah,
would
my
you
olive oil is
recommend?
very specific, so I would hesitate with advising people to use olive oil. Again, canola oil, corn oil,
Okay.
grapeseed, coconut oil would even work here because we do have some
Coconut
kind
oil?
of tropical flavors going on, so that might work. So I've lost some heat in my pan. That's okay. I'm going to return the heat to the pan. And I'm telling you guys, I want this pan literally sketchy hot, okay? Sketchy hot means that I don't know if I'm going to catch my house on fire when I put food in here, okay? We want to get to that point. So can we get a little ventilation? And a good indicator of sketchy hot is when the oil starts to smoke. Just when it starts to smoke. So I'm just letting it do its thing real quick. Should come up pretty
Sketchy hot,
quickly.
baby.
Sketchy hot.
Sketchy
That's
hot,
right,
baby.
baby.
Chef, does avocado oil work?
Avocado oil works. Shout out to you if you actually have that in your kitchen because it's a great product.
Oh, here we go.
What's up?
Beth in the chat is actually grilling hers.
Let's go.
Weather's nice out. How hot? What we working with
So
on the
again,
grill?
guys, the steak has already been cooked to 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the center. So really what we want to do is develop that crust on the outside. So I would say go full whack, go full heat, full high heat on your grill. High heat, high.
Hi.
High. Cook it on high, Beth. You're doing great. Pan's sketchy hot. Okay, very carefully. If you are squeamish with hot oil splashing onto your hand, I would use some tongs. But we're gonna lay our steak in. You hear that?
Sounds sketchy.
If you didn't hear that sound when you put it in, you're doing it wrong. Start over. Heat's back under the pan. I'm gonna keep mine on pretty high. And remember guys, that handle's hot. Always using a towel to move our cast iron, our pan, whatever it is. Does Ryan have tongs in here? What do you guys think?
They're in the dishwasher.
All right, Ryan's got tongs, you guys. Okay, we have reached the point of no return, so I need everybody to lock in.
In the top.
Okay.
Locked.
All right, let's see. We might need to. Let's just wash those off just in case, because you never know. We are at Ryan's house here. All right. There's some strange bacteria creeping on there we don't know about. So we are searing right along. We're not going to move this thing too much. Take a look at it. Oh yeah, it's already happening. Your steak might start to curl up a little bit. That's okay. Just give it a little bit of gentle pressure down, okay? We are really, truly searing right now. Okay, get the stuff out of the way. Now for my mushroom people, same thing. Mushroom goes in, hot pan. Make sure you get a little bit of that sauce in there. You're on your way. It's already been seasoned. The sauce is already seasoned well. For the mushroom veg people, if you want to add a little bit more salt, totally up to you, okay? So we're searing, searing, searing. Let's take a look at what we got so far. All right, so we're starting to get some color developing, that caramelization of that sauce that's on there. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. All right, a little bit of gentle pressure down. Moving it around my cast iron. Kind of finding those hot spots. Always wanting to hear a constant audible sizzle. All right, and I'm liking the color that I've got going on right here, you guys. Beautiful. Nice char. See that? How's yours looking, Hunter? Got some char on that thing?
Oh yeah.
How's it looking, Hunter?
I flipperinoed it. I gave it a little Philadelphia.
All right, so good. So we can flip, and we can add in the rest of our veg. So those potatoes.
So what?
That broccolini.
That leany is going in.
Onto what?
And if you've got any leftover of that Piri Piri marinade, get that stuff in there on those potatoes, on that broccolini.
Whoa.
You're putting that on the skillet?
Yeah, straight in. Same skillet, straight in, everybody in the pool. You might need a little bit more fat. That's okay. I'm looking all right. And guaranteed needs a little pinch of salt. Remember, season every layer.
What about the salad?
La 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 la. Okay.
What about the salad?
Potatoes, we're working on it. We're almost there. So let's get this back into the oven so we can finish cooking everything. I've got a pretty thick piece here. So I'm gonna leave mine for, I would say, 4 to 6 minutes. Thinner pieces, 2 to 3 minutes. Again, it's all the way cooked to 120 degrees already. So what we're trying to do is to heat it through and develop that color, that crust on the outside.
Now that we're in the oven, do we have a quick recap time? Do we have time for a quick recap?
Do we have time? Are we good on time? We're doing all right?
Yeah, we're good. Let's get a quick recap.
All right, let's keep going. Okay. So recap. We have blanched our sweet potatoes in some nice salty water from cold water. We strained them. We took the root end off of our broccolini, set it aside. We seared our steak on one side, flipped it, and then added the potato and the broccolini into the same pan and put that whole pan into the oven. In terms of our salad and the dressing, the tomatoes have been seasoned with lemon juice. I'm actually going to add a little pinch of salt to this as well and give it another shake.
How long in the oven, Chef Byron?
Depending on how thick your steak is, my steak is about 1.5 inches thick, so I'm going to leave it in for about 5-6 minutes. We're dealing with this hot situation right here, so.
No, you put it in 5 hours.
So we'll take it out and test it and check it and see where it's at, and I'll show you guys exactly how I do that. But anyways, back to the tomatoes. We seasoned with lemon, salt, gave it a shake. Nice. We have cut up our shallot brunoise, squeezed lemon over it, as well as a couple strips of lemon zest mixed in. Gave it a mix. Now we're building our salad dressing, so the next thing we're gonna do is get that buttermilk over those shallots.
Wait, Chef, I'm so sorry.
What
do we
happened?
do with salt in the tomatoes
We
and
put
lemon
salt
zest?
and the lemon in there. Do we put the lemon zest?
The tomatoes are still in the cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, lemon juice in the cup, salt in the cup, close it, shake it, it's done.
Okay, cool.
In your bowl, you should have shallot, lemon juice, lemon zest, and now buttermilk.
Got it.
Making homemade ranch, y'all, if you didn't pick that up yet.
I didn't.
Well, we did.
All right,
We
so
don't know how to make it.
I actually like ranch dressing with steak.
Do you want to tell the story about this?
Should we?
Tell the story.
We're so bad.
And it gives us a way to embarrass Conti a little bit.
Okay, let's embarrass Conti a little bit. So, there was a fatal, not fatal.
Not fatal at all.
There was a typo in the release of the menu that stated herb ranch would be included in the menu. And I thought that because it was too late to go back and change it, I might as well just change the menu instead, and we'll do this herb ranch dressing as opposed to what it was supposed to say, which is ranch herb salad. So when we were riding the horses and we were out at the ranch, I was just kind of observing what kind of plants and greens and edible things were around me. And the plan was to get a bunch of those things and then find some here in Sacramento too, and include those in the kit and make this cool herb salad out of these things that are inspired by the ranch at the ranch. But instead it said herb ranch. So we are making ranch dressing.
That's so cool, actually.
If anybody is wondering why we're serving ranch with steak, it's inaudible. But we tested the dish, we tasted it, and it worked. So we're back at it. So I know nobody probably had that question.
Assuming.
A couple people were wondering with the ranch and the salad, and there was.
And then when I use the term salad, you guys, it's such a loose term. It doesn't mean that there's going to be lettuce or greens in the salad. Salad to me is just something that's bright and not cooked really, dressed with acid and dressed with salt. Not so much a leafy green situation. So the salad here today is going to be these tomatoes, this dressing, and some fresh herbs on top as well.
Ranch herbs.
Ranch herbs.
All right,
Okay, moving on. So buttermilk is in. Let's get some of our creme fraiche in as well. We're just gonna mix that right into our shallot, buttermilk,
This looks
lemon
so
juice.
good.
And I'm also gonna check my steak, y'all.
Check the steak look.
Check.
Sushi.
So for this
check-
timing, what is the temperature? So is this like medium rare?
So I'm gonna go for medium rare. Medium rare. Or how do you guys want to eat it?
I'm
like
a
it medium rare.
Medium rare kind of guy. Conti's saying thumbs up to medium rare. So I'm poking this steak. Look at this. I'm poking and I'm trying to figure out what temperature it is inside of
Yeah,
it.
it is. It's poking it.
So
Did you take your steak
just
out?
straight poking that thing. So people say to use these fingers and then you can touch your. Oh, here, let me get it down here in the camera too. So if you touch your fingers together to your thumb, you'll get a different feeling in your palm area right here, okay? See this part right here? So well done is gonna be like touching your pinky. And then you touch that. It's real like kind of hard and solid. There's not much bounce to it. The ring finger is gonna be closer to medium well. Your middle finger, a little bit more relaxed on your thumb. You can feel there's a little bit more bounce in your palm. That's going to be closer to our medium. And if you touch your thumb to your index finger, and that's going to be what medium rare feels like. There's a lot of bounce in there. Okay, a lot of bounce.
And Hunter and Lexi,
Same
we
bounce.
did take the steak out so we can
Same bounce.
check it.
Oh,
Same bounce,
okay.
bounce, bounce, bounce. You see this, guys? Look at what I'm doing. Do exactly what I'm doing right now.
Okay, we got it.
Okay?
Yeah, Hunter's brain exploded.
Okay. So I got medium rare on mine. So I'm gonna take it out. All right. Oh yeah. We are good medium rare.
So that feels
and I'm
like your
looking
thumb?
at my veg. Could use a little bit more time in the oven. So back into the oven with you while we finish our salad dressing.
Yeah.
So in our salad dressing so far, buttermilk, creme fraiche, shallot, lemon juice, lemon zest. We need to grab our little herb bag. Where did mine go off to? Does anybody see my herb bag?
Go ahead.
Did I lose my herb bag in here?
No, I got your bag right down there.
Oh, it's on the ground. Okay, thank God it's not in the trash.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm more of a day.
Okay, herb bag's out. We need to chop our chives and our dill. And so with the dill, I'm just gonna take off like one good sprig and save that for garnish, maybe 2 good sprigs actually. And the rest we can just kind of take off and we'll chop it like a caveman.
This is the dill. That's the trap.
Call that the Hunter technique, actually, from how Hunter broke
Ryan's
down
over
that
here shooting
shallot.
Hunter. I don't know
I'm
why
not.
he's acting like that.
This is the
I don't
way.
know why he's
It
acting
was
like
just
that. I
all
thought your knife
strength.
skills were excellent.
It was a very strong cut.
Oh, strong cut.
It was a very strong cut.
But with some sort of finesse also.
Some finesse.
Yeah, I got you, Hunter.
Just go caveman
Okay,
on the
so-
chive.
Chives, keep them as bunched up as you can. You can even keep the rubber band on to help you. But we're just gonna cut little rings out of this. Go as small as you possibly can. Takes a sharp knife. If you don't have such a sharp knife, make them bigger. You're at the house, nobody's judging you. Except for us when we see your plating.
Yep, except for when we judge everyone's plate at the end.
Okay, chives, boom. Going through them.
Yeah, our chopping is just the same. It sounds the same.
Wait, his
Nice,
steak is
nice,
out.
nice.
Big out, big out, big out.
Chives getting chopped.
That's
guys are doing so good.
Wait,
Can-
do we
can
need
you
to
do
take
a
our
little-
steak out?
This is the music that I imagine when chives are getting cut.
Yes. Lexi, yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oven off.
All right, we
No.
got some chives chopped, you guys.
The chicken out.
Keep it back on. I turned it off.
So I'm gonna get those into my herb ranch. Keyword herb here. Lots of green. Shout out 420.
Does that help your cooking?
Oh, what's that?
Does that help your cooking?
Absolutely. It helps a lot with
The tasting,
system-based things.
creativity.
The tasting part. No, it hurts tasting because everything tastes great.
That's true.
It's like, is this actually good or
You want
is
it to
this...
not taste. You don't want it to taste good.
But like when it's time to like go in and prep and like handle like a big list of things that I have to do, the extracurriculars are definitely helpful. Okay, dill's chopped. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore, guys.
Is
Dill's
all of-
in there.
Chef, is all of the creme fraiche in that mixture?
So I did not use all of mine because I'm going for a specific texture. But if you're into that creme fraiche thing and you want it to be a little bit thicker, go for it.
We used all.
And even I think I've even gone. Mine is okay. So I chopped all my herbs. Everybody is into our dressing. I'm looking for it to be held together but slightly loose still. Slightly loose, okay? We're gonna season that with salt,
The chive's good to go.
Our ranch herb ranch.
a little pinch of salt, and then I'm gonna call another little audible,
Oh.
because I can do that. And I'm gonna add some of that tomato marinade liquid to my herb ranch, just to give it another little dimension. So I just added a little spoonful.
Did you put all the chives in the ranch?
I did it all in there. It should be chock full of herbs.
Super herby.
Herbed up. Herb TF.
Keep urban.
Herb. Get it like herb.
Herb the heck up, y'all. You know what? We can move this thing. We're done with it. I'm over it. Let's move this thing. I'm over it. Do we have any more knife work to do? Yeah, we gotta cut our steak. Okay. Let's get that over here.
Lex, you're drunk. She doesn't have wine in the water.
All right, how we doing, guys? Our steak is getting cold. It's time to cut it. It's time to go to the plate.
Oh my God.
If you got your herb ranch dressing mixed and you've tasted it and it's to your liking, woo! Delicious. Let's see. Does Ryan have black pepper, you guys? Hit me up in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think Ryan has black pepper? You have fresh cracked black pepper, like
No.
Just what I expected.
Just straight out the whoop.
So we're just gonna use some of this McCormick ground black pepper because that's all we got here at Ryan's house. It's fine though, you know. It's sub-ideal is what I like to call it, guys. Sub-ideal.
Suboptimal.
Tomatoes are still in the thing.
Pepper goes in. Another taste.
We got a tomato question, Hunter?
Yum.
Did you guys have a tomato question?
Yeah, tomatoes are
So
still
with the
in
tomatoes,
thing.
guys, these are already seasoned and ready to rock. So we're gonna just use them on our plate and we'll arrange them. We'll make it nice, okay? So without further ado, if you guys are where I'm at, it is time to go to the plate. We're gonna slice our steak.
It's time to plate up, y'all, and you know what that means.
My first step is going to be to slice my steak. Now we got a big one over here, dang. So immediately just cutting through that stuff, I could just feel that it's already pretty much cooked. And that was a huge piece of fat.
Don't go to your plate.
Look at what we've done, you guys.
All right, guys, we are plating up, and that means that we want to see your creativity and your skills when we go to the plate. So, the winner of the most fire plating is going to also win a Hunter Pence baseball.
Ooh.
Signed baseball from Hunter Pence. He hit 244 home runs in his career. I think 2 postseason home runs too, though. So we might be at 246. So the winner of the most fire plating is getting a Hunter Pence baseball. Have fun with it. Get creative. Post it on the gram. Take a picture of your plating. Post it on the gram. Use hashtag #TheCookIn and at Last Supper Society. Let's actually at Hunter Pence also so he can take a look and see your guys' plating. Go ahead and tag Make Climate Great Again also. Let's get everybody in on this. Let's have some fun.
Let's do it, you guys. All right, so I've taken the rest of my veg out of the oven, checked it by just cutting it with my spoon. The potato is really what I'm looking for done this for. There's some nice color developing on there, nice char, which is beautiful. Steak is sliced. We are on a time clock now, guys. Let's keep it moving. So here's my little method right here. Is this in the way? Am I good? Let me get some sauce down here. Nice. Do something different than I did on the.
Oh, it's time to play on. Wake up, time to play on.
Here's a little chef trick. Since we have all these wet ingredients, get like a little paper towel here. Fold it up. Alright, I'm running out of space here. Right here. Okay.
They say women are from Venus, Venus, Venus.
Is it gone forever?
But I love my Earth girls.
So our steak is kind of wet, so I'm gonna just place it here to
I know
kind of
you've never seen
get off
it,
some of that
seen
moisture.
it, seen it. But I've been around the world.
Fan it out. Show how well or
They say
or
women
hide
are from
how well you
Venus,
didn't.
Can I put the steak on the plate now?
Get creative with it, Hunter. I want to see your
play it
creative
up.
side flourish. Right now.
That's the next
Balls in your
time.
court, sir. So let's get some of those potatoes on there as well. We're gonna go super rustic on this plating.
They say women often hail from Cali by way far out in the
Pieces of that broccolini on there.
to the charm of a man like me from Mars. New York, I fell in love
Nice.
times than I can count. Miami, the city
And then finally, that tomato.
right after I held her.
That salad.
Island girls, hot, they move like dancing is a language.
Random order.
So tell me, how can you ever go wrong with the girls who call Earth home? How can you ever hate life here when the beauty's out there everywhere?
You guys are doing great. I can feel it.
Yeah, let me
I don't see it just yet, but I can feel it, y'all. Why not? I'm gonna take some more of that tomato liquid, get it on the tomatoes. Nice. And then, of course, to finish, we gotta get some garnishy thing on there. So I saved a couple sprigs of my dill to finish it with.
When I stop to think how much love you brought to me. You are such a lovely lady. I wouldn't know a world without you. I wouldn't know just what to do. But with the light you
Couple sprigs of that.
and all you feel, I know your heart is true.
Thank you, Ryan.
So tell me, how can you ever go wrong with the girls who call Earth home? How can you ever hate life here when the beauty's out there everywhere?
Calm it. Maybe a little bit more there.
Really? What do they say?
Hunter, see,
Which one of the
when
three?
Ryan gets in the
Yeah.
kitchen, it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You
Just a spoon. Just a
No.
spoon.
I have ranch. Ranch. Where does the ranch go?
Wherever you want. I put mine on the bottom of the plate, and then I put my steak on top of that, and then we built up.
Oh, okay.
I might even do a little bit with my tomatoes as well. Look at that. Nice. The ranch herb ranch. Beautiful. All right. That's it. I'm calling it. Done, y'all. There we have it. The Piri Piri baseball steak. I'm sure you all hit it out of the park. Hope we set you up for success. We have the purple sweet potatoes and broccolini roasted simply. On the bottom, the herb ranch sauce and the marinated tomatoes. Finished with a little bit more of that ranch and some fresh dill. I cannot wait to actually dig into this, you guys. I'm super hungry.
I first want to see Hunter and Lexi's plate. And
If you're
masterpiece or beautiful
I am the
mess.
most novice kitchen person of all time. So
Hunter did this.
Show me
Let's
what
just
you
call it
got.
Hunter's plate, not Hunter and Lexi's plate. Let's just call it Hunter's plate.
I had it so good and then it fell apart.
Fix it.
Yeah, it's a little. We're a little
When you
pressed.
think you need to do more, that's when you should stop.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, for everybody at home, we are going to take a picture of your beautiful plates here. We're going to post it on the gram. We're going to use hashtag #TheCookin. We are going to tag Last Supper Society. Let's tag Hunter Pence. Let's tag Make Climate Great Again also.
Let's take all them.
And the most fire one is going to win a signed Hunter Pence baseball. You guys were amazing. We want to give another special thank you to Make Climate Great Again. We want to give a huge shout out to Donegal and Markey Guard Grass Fed. We want to shout out Kiss the Ground. We want to shout out Friends of the Urban Forest. We want to give a special thank you to Hunter and Lexi for sharing your time with us, for getting down and dirty and cooking with us, for having some fun. You guys are Truly amazing. Look at that plate. We got ranch
Let's go.
everywhere. We got steak
That's what I'm talking about,
everywhere.
baby.
We got a steak mountain with a ranch waterfall. I love it.
Trying to pass. I hope I don't flunk.
A ranch
That is
waterfall.
beautiful.
That's the perfect description.
The ranch waterfall.
Let's go.
Absolutely. Everybody, it is Earth Day. We did this and we have some fun, but we're tapping in because it is important that we take care of our home. So like Hunter said so beautifully earlier, it's not about huge, gigantic gestures, but if everybody just does a little bit, we can make our home, keep it beautiful and healthy for all of us and the generations after us. We have a special little treat for you guys watching at home, a little more content that you did not know that you needed, but we appreciate you. We thank you guys. Stay tuned for some more specials coming from Last Supper Society. We got some heat coming for you. Thank you, Hunter and Lexi. Thank you guys,
so
everybody
fun.
at home.
Thank you guys.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy
Thank
Earth
you.
Day.
Peace, y'all.
DJ Jones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move, that could be my last. All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move, that could be my last. I just pulled up in the Benz, it was just me and my mans. Fishbowl, no turn, scooping your one friends. Won't say that the movies, ain't got no love for the groupies. See back while she do me, she get wetter than jacuzzis. She don't call like a green light, she get ran through like a red light. If the hit right, then the bread right. Shorty knew I be there every night. Rollin', whip A1 like steak sauce. 0 to 60, I take off. Can't see me looking like Ray Charles. They tell me slow down, I'm going too fast. Young, I just wanna do the dash. I'm so reckless, hope I don't crash. Cause I'm rollin' like the whip stolen. Yeah, all these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash.